Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. This weekend, we celebrate what is commonly called the birthday of the church, Pentecost. And yet, not everyone will be singing happy birthday and blowing out candles. As a matter of fact, the buzz on the street is that the church is dying. Many articles have been written and studies conducted to try and figure it out and explain why. Some people say we just have a lot more choices, and really that the culture no longer supports Sunday worship or even religiosity in general. And I've heard people talk about the hypocrisy or lack of authenticity that they experience in churches. And for those of us who love the church, we want to know why. Why are people not coming or not coming as often? After all, we want them to experience the community that we have, as broken as we are. And we want them to know the joy that we found in our faith in Jesus. And yet, I have tended to resonate with the voices that encourage us to, stop worrying about it. Church is important, this community that we share to hear and to study. But our mission isn't how do we get people to come in. Our mission is to send people out, to love the world, to share hope and healing and the joy we found in Jesus. See, when we stay in our walls or focus just on ourselves, then, we'll tend to lament the fewer lives that we are touching. And we can adopt that rather gloomy view that the church is dying. But then we need to remember that our God is an expert in resurrection, in bringing new life out of death. And we have to trust that God is continuing to blow that Holy Spirit of new life throughout the world, in us, through us, and yes, even despite us. And that's why we do celebrate this weekend as we read again the story in Acts, the story of the first Pentecost, as God blows that mighty wind around all those people from many nations gathered together in Jerusalem, allowing them to speak and hear the good news of Jesus Christ. And we celebrate because we trust that God is continuing to blow that mighty wind still today. And wherever that wind blows, there the church will be. So wherever you find yourself this weekend, I encourage you, go to church and hear again the good news proclaimed. But also, wherever you find yourself, I encourage you to be the church and share the love of God with the world around you. I look forward to seeing you in worship.